evaluate the limit of f of x minus f of 2 all over x minus 2 as x approaches to 2 if f of x equals x squared minus 3x. So notice that a straight substitution of x equals 2 will lead to the indeterminate form 0 over 0, right? Because we have the given function f of x equals x squared minus 3x. So if x is equal to 2, we have f of 2 equals 2 squared minus 3 times 2. And that is 4 minus 6. So f of 2 is equal to negative 2. So therefore, this is gonna be limit of f of x minus f of 2 over x minus 2 as x approaches to 2. Upon substitution by x equals 2, this is gonna be negative 2 minus f of 2 is negative 2, right? Negative 2 over 2 minus 2. And this is equal to what? This is negative 2 plus 2, right? Because negative times negative, positive. So this is 0. And we can clearly see that the numerator is also 0. So this is indeterminate form. Now, we have to do something else. So in this case, direct substitution fails because we have an indeterminate form of limit. Now, let us rewrite the given limit. We have the limit of f of x minus f of 2 all over x minus 2 as x approaches to 2. Okay? Now, we have the limit of what is f of x? F of x is x squared minus 3x. And then minus f of 2. Earlier, we have already computed for f of 2, right? And that is negative 2. So we have negative 2 here as the value of f of 2 upon substitution to the given function. And all over x minus 2. Of course, as x approaches to 2. Now, let us simplify. We have the limit of x squared minus 3x, negative times negative, positive, so plus 2, all over x minus 2 as x approaches to 2. So, a straight substitution will also lead to the indeterminate form. So, that's why what I have mentioned earlier, we have to do something else. In this case, we can solve this indeterminate form of limit by factoring. Okay, the numerator is factorable. So what are the factors of x squared minus 3x plus 2? So we need to think of two numbers whose product is positive 2 and at the same time the sum is negative 3. So since the product is positive and the sum is negative, so the two numbers must be both negative because negative times negative, positive. And negative plus negative, the sum is negative. So, those two numbers are what? Negative 1 and negative 2, right? X minus 1 and x minus 2. Negative 1 times negative 2, that is 2. Negative 1 plus negative 2, that is negative 3. So, it satisfies the condition. So, the factors are x minus 1 and x minus 2 all over x minus 2. So we can clearly see that we can cancel x minus 2. So what remains is the limit of x minus 1 as x approaches to 2. So in this case, we can directly substitute the value of 2. So we have just substitute 2. So 2 minus 1. So that is 1. So the limit is equal to 1.